Hello Physical Fiends, it's Jordan here with another worth of purchase where I play a game for a short amount of time to see if I would buy this myself. Today on the block we've got Class of Heroes 1 and 2. This is a double pack of 2 dungeon crawling RPGs. This is available digitally on the Switch and PS5 and of course physically too. Links are down below if you want to order it and support me. But do I think it's worth it? Maybe. This is a package that is certainly not for everyone. For the record, I'm just showing off the second game because I think that's the most enticing one, but you do get 1 and 2 together in this physical release. They are both old PSP games and very, very hardcore. I was really surprised. The games play very much like Etrian Odyssey. That's always my go-to comparison for these types of games, and this is almost as close as they come, aside from the lack of map making. You're plunked into a new school, enrolled in adventuring classes, where you're introduced to all the weird and wacky teachers. It's all fully voice acted in Japanese, although I have to say, wasn't much of a fan of the voice acting. It is a bit too much on the annoying side of things, from the overly high-pitched Olive to the weird lab teacher. Wasn't much of a fan, and sadly it can't be switched off, so I tended to try and read as fast as possible so I could skip it. At first you're already given a squad of team members, 6 of them, all of whom are kind of generic. They have names and their classes but no personality. And once they are annihilated, which will take about 10 minutes because the game is quite hard, did I mention that? If you're totally wiped out, all your characters are dead. Or at least kept on ice in the morgue. They can be revived, but it's quite expensive, especially at the beginning when you don't have a whole lot of cash. So you have to enroll more students, and then you'll find that you can create any team you want. There are a lot of different species you can have, from dwarves to angels, male and female, and there are plenty of job classes as well, depending on where their stats settle. And each of them have their own unique artwork, so there's loads of effort gone into this side. I kind of want to see them all because the quality of the art is good. The battle system, at least early on, feels a bit too offhand. It's quite confusing because enemy groups can be huge, like endless bats and stuff, and you can only target layers, not individual monsters. It's super fast paced, maybe too fast paced for those who like to be a bit tactical. It seems quite chaotic, which is not nice when there are lives and money at stake. Healing is also a massive pain in the ass because it ain't free, or at least if you want it to be free, you kind of have to jump through a few hoops, which I think is unnecessary. I don't want to spend like 100 gold just to heal one of the characters in the dormitory. It's quite hardcore. I certainly don't enjoy it or find it as accessible as the Etrian Odyssey games, but they do scratch an itch, and it's a slightly different take on the genre as you try to improve your school credit. And of course, I've only sampled this for a couple of hours, who knows, maybe it will open up later and get into a better flow. This is available digitally, you can actually buy them individually or in a bundle, but this physical release is both of them together, and it's a nice full package for $40. So yeah, it's 20 per game physically, that's like 60 plus hours worth of content, that's like minimum. Yeah. Overall, I do kind of like these games, but especially this one, it's going to be a massive time sink. Games that you progress very slowly in, and especially at the start, it is harsh as hell. They don't take any prisoners and they require patience. I don't think I would rush out to buy this, but for an RPG, adding it to my collection, yeah, I would buy it eventually, and it's nice that they included it as a double pack when other publishers would have done them individually. If you want to purchase it, check the links below. Have you played these games before? Let me know your experience. Will you be picking them up?